Hi, it is June 3rd today of 2025 year. This is the first meeting for the CTF cohort that Chad is holding, and this is the recorded version. We just had our live one. I wasn't sure how to record it, so I'm making this one separately. Let's get into it. Yeah, Chad CTF, welcome. Now we're gonna go an intro to the mentors. So this is a picture of us. On the left, we have Andre. Hi. I placed third in USAC CTF a couple weeks ago. I just finished my second year in CS, and my LinkedIn is right there. Please feel free to add me. I'm always looking to meet everyone, put a name to a face. Um, on the right, we have Michael. It says he just finished his first year in CS. He's interested in all things AI, and he's interested in cybersecurity, and so he's also another mentor for this. Our expectations plus goals. First off, our expectations are none whatsoever. All we ask is that you try your best and show up when you can. This is like mentoring, volunteering type thing, so life happens, we get it. Just show up, do your best. Next, we are going to head into our goals. And after the 8 weeks, we hope that you guys have a broad basic knowledge in CTFs, you understand how to approach competitions, and you learn to write write-ups for vulnerabilities. So, what is a CTF? A CTF is a competition comprised of challenges, essentially. Challenges are designed to replicate cyber vulnerabilities, whether it's within an application or just digging through for photos in a forensic setting. When a challenge is successfully quote unquote hacked, you receive a flag. And for that flag, you typically receive points based on the structure of how the competition is set up. And right here is an example of what a flag looks like. It will have Pico CTF as kind of its first tag, and then within the curly braces or whatever is randomized, but you know you got it right when you have the first initial flag, which in this case is Pico CTF. Topics you will likely run into. One of the first ones is forensics, and it covers file analysis, steganography, PCAP analysis, just tracking network files and stuff, and metadata extraction. Next would be web exploitation, whether it's SQL injection or authentication bypass. And there's many others, as well as reverse engineering, your disassembling and debugging, typically in Rust or C. There's cracking simple protection password checks, so you're going to be given source code, and from that you kind of have to debug it, try to reverse it, and see where the flaw is. You have binary exploitation, buffer overflows, and format string vulnerabilities. And lastly, you have cryptography, whether it's a classic Caesar cipher or an RSA encryption. Yeah, sorry, it's covered there. Yeah, by my face. And last but not least, write-ups. And there was a link sent out to see these slides, and if you want to see like an example of a write-up, this one was one filmed by me during our USASC CTF. So yeah, just a kind of example, kind of just run through the thought process, what was going on in my head, what Google searches I used to help me solve this, and kind of just see the thought process behind everything. I find that helps a lot. And it's very important that we do these as well, as these write-ups are a main component, but we'll get into it later. But yeah, thank you for joining our cohort, first of all. We appreciate you coming out in the summer, as we know, as you guys tend to travel or are busy people. But yeah, we really appreciate you coming up to this and showing up. And we hope you get the best out of this. And the big thing is, the certs are very important, of course. Certs are popular, but certs are not everything. CTFs are important because they can provide technical prowess, I guess, in a sense, but it's hard to gain experience. It's hard to get internships, and it's hard to get work experience, as you know, as we're all CS majors here. It can be difficult. So CTFs provide you kind of a platform to showcase your skills and your abilities, which will which will help lead to those opportunities in internships and work experiences. But it's a great place to just kind of have that base knowledge to learn kind of what goes on behind the scenes, I guess. Yeah, and like I said, I've spoken to lots of individuals, and for entry level positions, certs are nice, of course, but they kind of want to see passionate people. So having CTF competitions, having write ups, those all will be will all those will show that you are interested in the field and want to excel. And lastly, we'll be going over our schedule plus curriculum, and we'll be having meetings every Tuesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Yeah, at the time we weren't sure if it was Tuesday or Thursday, but we have decided Tuesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. And questions on Pico CTF for practice and learning. These aren't mandatory, but the best way to get the best out of this experience and mentorship is that you practice lots and you have a lot of write-ups. So each week for that topic, we will have homework assignments. And again, they're not mandatory, but yeah, you solve them. And after each one you solve successfully, you will have a write-up. Because as the way these meetings are going to go is that we have the first part, which is just a, regular, we just talk over the questions, I guess, in a sense. Regular conversation. We will talk about our write-ups, the thought processes we had to solve each question, as I feel creating this kind of dialogue and conversation will be beneficial for everyone's learning. And in the second component, we will go into that week's new topic, whether it's web exploitation or reverse engineering, something of the sort. And we'll just give you a rough overview, and then it's kind of just about practice, and it's on you. Again, we plan to go with the flow. It's catered to your interests and what you would like to see. So whether you would like to go over a topic again for another week, kind of go more in depth, or you kind of just want to switch topics as you're not really interested in this one. And again, it has to be decided by the collective as we want to cater to all of you. And next week's topic will be web exploitation. I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, if you have any questions, please feel to drop it in the Discord chat below in the question segment. But yeah, I think I covered everything. Again, thank you guys for joining our cohort, and we're really excited to do this more. Brain fart. But yeah, thanks guys.